Hi, my name is Taonga, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of animal shelters in the UK. Now, the first question you might have is, why are animal shelters so important?
Animal shelters are crucial in our community because they reconnect lost pets with their owners, they provide food and shelter for lost animals, they provide a place where animals can feel safe and warm, they provide good medical care to animals, and we don't need stray animals in our community because too many stray animals in the community can be dangerous to the health of humans as well as the animals. So animal shelter gives them a safe haven, a place where they can be happy and comfortable until they get adopted by other by families and they get a loving home. So animal shelters are very crucial. We need them in our community. We need them so that animals can be safe. Because in the wild, domestic animals can get eaten up by wild animals.
Now that we've talked about the importance of animal shelters, let's talk about the challenges.
Another major challenge is the lack of resources and vet care accessible to shelter animals. Some animals that end up in shelter comes from owners that don't have means to obtain adequate care for their pets. Unfortunately, some animals get access to help through the shelter, or they have to wait too long to receive preventive or curative care. So due to high number of animals in the shelter, there need to be provision for adequate resources to take care of them. This includes pet food, medication, and every other pet care supplies to take care of them. Sometimes the shelter do fall short of these resources and require extra help.
One of the biggest challenges faced by animal shelters in the UK is overcrowding. Currently, 2.7 million animals per year go into animal shelters in the UK alone. 45% of these animals are cats. This means that the more animals that are surrendered or abandoned and need a place in an animal shelter increases the number of animals that need to be euthanized to create the space for these new animals that need a home. The lack of space at the shelters and the lack of resources simply couldn't be enough for all these animals. So now that we've talked about the challenges, let's talk about what we can do to help. Animal shelters are in dire need of community assistance, and here is a non-exhaustive list of things that we can do to help them. For people who are looking for a more hands-on approach with the animals, shelters are always in need of volunteers to help with pet care and maintenance. This helps reduce animal cruelty, promote kindness, and alleviate the stress and suffering that these animals are feeling at the shelter. If you prefer a more hands-on approach, but not necessarily with the animals, you can always volunteer at charity shops and fundraising events. There is always a need for extra resources at the animal shelters. You could donate pet accessories, beddings, pet food, and maybe some eco-friendly pet grooming supplies. If you don't really know what to get, you can always donate monetary gifts to the shelter itself, or donate through PayPal via their website. The simplest way to help shelters would be by spreading the word. By engaging with their posts on social media, you are spreading the word to thousands, if not millions, of other people who would be willing to donate and who would be willing to help if they can. Last but certainly not least, if you're able to, you can adopt an animal. Being at an animal shelter and being taken care of there is good for the animals, but ideally we want our animals to go into loving forever homes. It's so important to take your animals to the vet, to get them spayed and neutered, to reduce the number of unnecessary puppies or kittens or other babies being brought into this world that will eventually have to be surrendered to the animal shelter. And if you're ever looking for animal shelters to donate to, you can donate to the RSPCA, Cats Protection, Dogs Trust, and many more right here in Wales. Thank you so much, and goodbye.